What's up, gang? Happy Thursday. First and foremost, shout out to my gang. Y'all love Mama Magical so much. I really appreciate y'all for following me over to my new channel, Magical Flowers Cold Case Tarot. I am excited about that channel. Y'all already know I love talking about real world shit, cold case, criminal activity, crimes, unsolved mysteries, all that type of stuff. And I know it's a good group of y'all that are my part of my gang that like me to do those type of readings. So for the first few videos, I am going to be loading this video, all videos pertaining to cold case and things of that nature, to both channels. And then eventually I'm just going to move everything that has anything to do with that type of stuff, criminal stuff, crimes and things like that, to that new channel. So I'm just trying to adjust and, you know, slowly move everything that way that pertains to those type of things, like I said. So thank you so much. Shout out to my new subscribers. Welcome to the gang. Make sure you like, comment. So I definitely take suggestions. I definitely write down questions. My gang will tell you that. So feel free to participate. All things that pertain to my YouTube content, you can email me at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. For any personal readings, I do those at my website at magicalflowerstarot.com. So gang, thank you so much. Now let's get to the matter at hand. This reading is very emotional to me, so I'm trying my best to stay objective in it, to not put any of my personal feelings in it, because I want a clear message and I want to make sure that I remain a clear vessel and portal for spirit. So this reading is about Emmett Till. I mean, even if you don't even know the story, that name should ring a bell. This tragic case happened, I want to say, at least 50 years ago at this point. This happened in Money, Mississippi. It was a young 14-year-old boy who came from Chicago to visit his uncles and cousins. Little did he know that was the last time when he left that he would even see his mother or the rest of his family. To make it short, I'm not going to draw it out because you can look up this case, and I'm pretty sure many of you know with this case what had happened to this boy. One day, him and his cousins were tired. They were working in the fields because he came down there. That's what his country cousins was doing. They was used to working in it. They were sharecroppers. So they got tired. They decided to take a break. So they decided to go to a store, I'm guessing it's like a little convenience store or something like that. Now, the story goes after that. When Emmett walked into that store, he made a suggestive sexual comment towards the white woman who was working the store. He whistled at her and he attempted to grab her waist while also letting her know, quote unquote, allegedly, that he's been with white women before, and some other sexual things that she said, quote unquote, made her uncomfortable. Now, since then, this woman has admitted to lying, to completely over-exaggerating the things that he said to her. But the contradictory is that there was a relative of Emmett Till that later came out and said that Emmett Till did whistle at the white woman in Money, Mississippi. So I'm going to ask, did he do this? Did he even do this? And y'all, this story is just so sad. Just to speed it up a little bit after that. Oh, and I got to say this. So when they just recently, a few years, I think about 10 years ago, the white woman, Carolyn Bryant, decided to sit down with a journalist and tell her side of the story, which she fake to me, you know, expressed remorse for everything. But do you know this lady had the nerve to say, when they asked her, did he do that? Did he whistle at her? Was that the truth? She had to say, oh, I just don't remember. It was so long ago. Really? So you don't remember something like that? So anyway, y'all, they kidnapped one night. I believe it was on August 28th. They went to the boy's uncle's house, snatched him up out of the house in front of everybody. And I can only imagine how he was feeling when he did that. Beat him, tied him to the back of a pickup truck, drug him for miles around the town, shot him in the head, threw him in the river, put a weight on him to make sure that baby went all the way down to the bottom of the Tallahatchie River in Mississippi. So like I said, I can't keep talking about, you know, the details because it does something to me. You guys, you know, this is very much available information if you guys want to read more into it. I heard that there will be a story coming up, so a movie coming out. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to even watch something like that. But y'all, let's just get into this reading. I'm not even going to waste no more time. So I'm just going to ask like maybe the first 2 questions with my regular tarot deck, and then we're going to jump into the shadow deck. So I'm going to come straight out with it. Y'all already know how I do, gang. I'm going to start my reading off by tapping into Emmett Till's energy. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Spirit, did Emmett Till whistle at that white woman, Carolyn Bryant? Did he, in fact, whistle at Carolyn Bryant? Did he do that? Did he really whistle at Carolyn Bryant, Spirit? Show us the truth. Did he whistle at Carolyn Bryant? Ooh, y'all, my cards. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Spirit, did Emmett really whistle at Carolyn Bryant? Did he whistle at her? Look what they did to that baby. This is Emmett. 8 of Swords. You see how this person is tied, blindfolded, binded, and bonded together right over a river, right over some water. Judgment reversed. She lied. This is his mom. She lied. This poor baby. I hope y'all seeing this. Y'all see this water? Y'all seeing this river right here? Y'all see all this water right here? Naked. Judgment reversed. A liar. A question of someone's character. That angel. That's his spirit. This is his mother. 7 of Cups represents a delusion, a lie. Something that's not the truth. Smoky mirrors, like I always tell y'all. A fantasy, just something made up. She lied. There was no true value in her statement, in her story, and it never was. This lady is a big-ass liar, and she lied to the world about what that little boy did. I want y'all to pay attention. Page of Wands reversed. This is a baby. The page represents the children. You already know this is reversed. That boy did not have any... First of all, I already explained to y'all, the Wands is a very sexual driven, passionate energy. This is a child, Page of Wands. It is reversed. That boy did not say shit to that lady regarding anything sexually suggestive. She lied. Look at this. Betrayal, heartbreak, tears, murder. I told y'all, 3 of Swords is about murder, depending on what we're talking about. But at the base and core of this meaning, it represents a betrayal, a lie, tears. That lady lied. Ace of Swords reversed, a liar. 2 of Pentacles. She lied. I don't even have to keep pulling anymore. Look at that water. A sacrifice. She lied. Look at that river. And this 8 of Pentacles and this Pentacle energy just lets me know how old this case was. She lied for years. 4 of Wands, I believe this is representing her husband. Because if I'm remembering the story right, she told her husband that that's what happened. That he supposedly said those words to her, touched her waist, and whistled at her. He didn't want your ass. Was he even attracted to white women? Because that's what she said that he said. Was that true? This is a 14-year-old boy. Now, we know they have hormones, you know, so, you know, that's not 100%, you know, unbelievable. Was he attracted to white women? Justice. Look at him. Ace of Swords. She lied. Look at all this. They celebrated when that happened to that little boy. They was very happy that they did that to that little boy. I feel like the justice represents the innocence of him. I feel like this is represent innocence and balance. He's a 14-year-old boy. Your hormones is raging. You know, but I don't see no wands here saying that he just had a passion. He loved her. No, that lie that that lady said, even if he did, you know, look at a woman just because you're a woman, he did not express that shit to that lady. She lied and she held on to that lie for so long. And it caused this. 5 of Swords also means murder and death. 8 of Swords, when it's right next to this, y'all see what happened. You see exactly what that lie caused for that little boy to go through. 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords reversed. They threw him in a river. They tied him up. They kidnapped him. The magician, she lied. She manipulated her story. She manipulated what he said. All of that. No. Y'all, I don't see no passion for no white woman out here. And I'm going to just keep it real. I don't see nothing. This is a passion for no white woman like she tried to make it seem like that he said. Did he say anything that could have been offensive to Carolyn Bryant? Did he say anything that could have been offensive to Carolyn Bryant? Did he say anything that could have been remotely offensive to Carolyn Bryant that day? Look at him. Poor baby. Poor baby. Ten of Swords represents murder too. As you can see by the image, if this was a real image, someone would be dead with 10 eyes in their back, right? They shot him, stabbed him. Look at that. 7 of Wands. See, first of all, 7 of Swords is what's sticking out to me. 7 of Swords is what's sticking out to me. She's a big-ass liar. 5 of Pentacles, the truth is not in her. And he was paid. They say that there were men that were paid to kill him, to do everything that they did. And this is what this is talking about. It's true, they were paid. I believe they said what they were paid. I'm not going to give a number, but it was a very low number. And it just was even more... it just added more insult to injury. The Hierophant is the court system. It's the legal system. It's what they were facing. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to read on that energy real quick. Let me get back to the questions. What was he feeling that night? You know what? No. Let me go to my words. Let me go to my shadow deck. The night that they kidnapped Emmett Till out of his uncle's house, his Uncle Moses' house, what did Emmett Till feel that night? How did he feel that night? As soon as he seen them and heard them coming through the door, and he knew that they were coming for him, how did he feel that night? See, ooh, y'all, I don't even think I can watch that movie. Y'all think y'all can watch that movie? Ooh, baby, that's going to take a lot for me to watch that movie. Look at my cards. Spirit is ready to speak. It's flipping out of my hand. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. How did he feel that night that they kidnapped him? Emmett Till, Emmett Till. The night that they kidnapped him from his Uncle Moses' house. How did he feel, Spirit? Show us. Show us the truth. Look at this baby begging. Look at this baby begging. The Hierophant again, right? Look at him in this river, this burning house. Look at this. This is a painful, painful, 6 of Swords represents a painful breakup, leaving something behind. He was scared for his life. Look at the faces on here. Look at this water. More water, right? Look at him begging. Look at him. He felt as a prisoner. He knew that he wasn't coming back. All because this lady lied. Look at this High Priestess. Female hidden energy. Liar. He knew it was coming. Justice. I told you he reversed. He knew he wasn't coming back. He thought about his family. His mom. Queen of Cups. More water, right? Y'all see this water, right? The Lovers, reverse. Queen of Swords. He thought about his mom. The Lovers, reverse. He was scared. He felt alone. Look at that tear. Look at that blood on that knife. That blood on the floor. He knew that that lady had lied on him. But he knew that no one was going to believe him. Look at that. 2 of Swords. The sacrifice. Death. More murder. Look, more aggression. No, it's man. Black and white. White and black. I want y'all to pay attention. Do you look at the symbology behind the cards that I show y'all? Look at this. Fear. But he knew he had to go. The Sun. Terrified. Sad. King of Cups. Emotional. Scared. Crying. Look. More water. This is just some of what he felt. Wheel of Fortune. He knew it was his time and there was nothing that he could do about it. You got to think about the times back then, y'all. You have to think about the times. What was his mother? Was his mother ever... Did his mother, Mammy, ever have any resentment towards her brother, Moses? for not protecting her boy? Did she feel like that he could have done more? Did she ever have any feelings of resentment towards her brother? Did she ever have any resentment? The world. Look at her, the world. She resented the world for a while, y'all. Ace of Pentacles. The Empress. This is his mother. Y'all know the Empress is the mother of the tarot. I tell y'all that all the time. It's reversed. Guess she felt some type of way. The Sun. She was very depressed. She was broken down. The Sun reversed. And pay attention to the symbolism. The Sun. Her baby. Her son. She was in a ball of emotions. The Star, she felt so hopeless. Look at that water. She felt so hopeless. I feel like she couldn't even look at water for a while. Like rivers, lakes, oceans. Like she didn't want to be near none of that. Look at this. Page of Pentacles, her baby. That's the little boy. Judgment reversed, the Fool. More water. You see that water? Pay attention to the signs. Judgment reversed. Why did you even let them boys go and do that by themselves? Moses? That's how she felt. She felt like she should have never sent her baby down there. But of course, we got to pull cards for that, y'all. I want to ask next. Did his Uncle Moses ever feel any guilt? Did he ever feel like that was his fault? Or does he just know, you know? Because like I said, back then, this type of stuff happened all the time, you know, and you were kind of defenseless in the moments, but I would have died for mine. Look at that Page of Cups by water. Page of Cups is a child of the tarot. Page of Cups is the child of the tarot. Look at that. He felt regret. He felt shame. He felt sorrow. He felt he had let his sister down. Look at them knives through the heart. He felt that he wished he would have stood up. Look at that knife and did more. See that person looking kind of serious and brave and defensive. He wished that he could have did more. Look at him thinking. That fucked with him this whole life. This is the Death card, by the way, reversed. And this is him. And look at that water right there. This is the Death card. He wished he would have did more. There go that Judgment again. But it was like he felt that also that it was out of his hands. Look at this person, almost like begging for mercy. This is the energy that this card gives off. He knew that it was out of his hands. Like I said, I'm sorry. Y'all would have to take me with him, because I'm not going to sit back. Did Carolyn lie when she said she couldn't remember? Granted, you know, I'm just going to, you know, give her the little bit of benefit of doubt because she is an old woman, you know. Look at these people celebrating over water. They knew what they did. They was, like I said, they was happy that they did that to that little boy. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I know that this is true because someone said later on down the line, I think it was in 1992, I believe it was one of his relatives, Emmett Till's relatives, was somehow in the same facility or something like that as one of the men that murdered him, which they were acquitted for. They got off. It was an all-white jury. Even the uncle pointed him out that he did it. They had all the evidence stacked against them, and they still were acquitted of all charges, and they had double jeopardy. So they kind of did the O.J. Simpson thing, according to people, and later on admitted it and didn't give a damn. But anyway, I digress. It was overheard that one of the murderers had said that Emmett Till had, quote-unquote, ruined his life, and he's dead, and why can't he just stay dead? So you know they asses never regretted that shit. Did she lie when she said she couldn't remember? Did she lie when she said she could not remember what had happened to him? Look at that. See that? She lied. She lied. Seven of Swords, deception. She lied, trying to play that old lady role. This is him. This is Emmett, the baby. The baby, Page of Cups, in that water. He sits right under her. She lied. I'm getting hot, y'all. Death. She lied. King of Swords, a liar. Seven of Cups, delusion, lies, plan. Look at this baby in the grave. She knew what she did to him. She knew, she remembered. More lies, look. More lies, and more lies, more lies. I'm sorry, this is the Seven of Swords. This is the Five of Swords. Lies. Five of Swords, I told y'all, can mean murder. It's violence. That is the base, that is the traditional meaning of the Five of Swords. Extreme, heavy conflict and violence. Seven of Swords. She is still lying to this day. She knew that her lies, what were going to happen to him. She knew that shit was going to go down. And she knew the moment that she told her husband that they was going to plan, Two of Wands, plan to do what they did to that little boy. She's still lying. Blood on the floor. How can you forget something? I don't give a goddamn how much dementia you got. How can you forget something of that magnitude? Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. Will Emmett Till ever receive justice? And then y'all hold tight, because y'all know I'm finna pull out my words of truth there. Y'all know it ain't no game when them come out. Will Emmett Till ever receive justice? Because his mother sure didn't live to see it, did she? Will Emmett Till ever receive justice? Now, y'all know today is the day of the ancestors, right? So I even might go to my ancestor deck. Look at this. Still begging for justice. King of Pentacles reverse. I don't see it, y'all. Ten of Swords reverse. I don't see it. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. Wheel of Fortune. We do got the Wheel of Fortune card, but them two red flags. I just don't see it no time soon. And could you ever get justice? Could you truly ever get justice for something like that? I would ask why she lied, but we know why she lied. Because she was racist. Some shit is just simple. I don't give a damn what are the other little small details that she was just hateful enough. We know that. What kind of person, you know... Come on now. Let me just get these words of truth decks out. Should I pull up my ancestor? Just really quickly before I get into my words of truth. I just want to get a word from the ancestors. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Ancestors, what do we need to know about this case? What do we need to know about this case regarding Emmett Till? Ooh, I just got a ring. Ooh, my right ear is ringing. So I know they hear. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Justice, we birth. I told y'all. I can't see it. I cannot see it. I said I heard my right ear. Okay, let me just keep, like I said, give more, honor the giver in you. Don't still get up. See this freedom to be you reverse? It ain't no freedom for that baby. Forgiveness. Life purpose was taken. This is reverse, y'all. Mission accomplished. You know they did that on purpose. Daughter, reverse. I'm not sure who this could be. Grandmother. A grandmother's energy. This is so sad. Don't give up, but it's reverse. Listen to your heart, reverse. Research, reverse. They didn't even try. They're not going to try. Family, reverse. This family is not going to get what they needed. Son, Ashe, I told y'all. Okay, let me get into this because I said I didn't want to get all... I ain't want to get all like that. Let me relax. Okay, I'm just going to pull up a few cards because I feel myself getting worked up. That's not how I read. I try not to read like that. So I'm just going to pull a few cards. Y'all know y'all ain't seen me pull this deck out in a while. So I'm going to just Just see what we need to know in conclusion to this reading. Emmett Till, y'all know this deck is a 200 card deck. It's hard for me to kind of shuffle, so bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I do it in the camera too. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Card just flew. Indulgence. They had fun with him. They had fun. They were creative when it came to hurting that little boy. And put this to the side. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. What do we need to know, Spirit? Is there anything that we need to know? Ooh. Emmett Till, Emmett Till, Emmett Till. Spirit, show us, what do we need to know? Codependent. He couldn't depend. He didn't have nobody that day. He knew, like, when those people came through that door, it was nothing that he can do about it. Inappropriate place. He shouldn't have been. He feels like he shouldn't have been at that place. First of all, Mississippi back then, to me, as a state, was an inappropriate place for black people to be. Power reverse. He was powerless. He was powerless. Everybody really was. Evolution. In reverse. Evolution. He never was able to become. Fluidity. Fluidity. I feel like the fluid in this case, fluidity, I feel like this kind of speaks on water. Fluid. Liquid. This could mean a lot of things, but this is what my spirit is telling me that it's speaking on right now. Maturity reverse. He was a baby. He was a baby. Like I said, he was never able to evolve. Evolution. Become. He was a child. Purity. I told y'all, when this deck come out, it's no plan. Decision. Decision. I think he feels that, you know, it was his decision ultimately to go to that store. But he didn't know what was going to happen. He was a baby. Density. Thick. Density. I feel like that speaks on the energy, the tension. Self-importance, reverse. He said, see, this breaks my heart. Because just because he was a little black boy, in the society's eyes, he had no value. Speaking, reverse. His voice will forever be taken away from him. He can never tell his side. Speak, baby. Home, reverse. He wanted to go home. But I told y'all, he knew when he... Self-obsessed. This is speaking on the white lady. You thought too much of yourself, Carolyn. Blessing. But it's a blessing in this, y'all. There's always a blessing in every lesson. The world got to see how fucked up and how racist, and they continue to see it today. It's no design. His name got out there. So for that, he will ever be immortal. His spirit, his energy, that name is always going to be spoken. They could never forget about him at the bottom of that river. Rest, baby. Rest. Divine intervention. He prayed for divine intervention. That's why it's reversed. He prayed for divine intervention. But what's deep about this is sometimes when the spirits come and take you, that is a divine intervention. Because what they put that baby through, could you imagine if he would have lived after going through all of that? His spirit, Ashe. It was in my ear. Inappropriate time. Integration. Allies. It was more than one person, but we know that. Non-verbal communication. That's the whistle, right? Liar. Synergy. Synchronicity. Multidimensional. Admit. She admitted it, but she still won't admit it. Because now she's playing the old dementia role. Not telling the whole full truth. Saying she can't remember. Just admit it. Abuse. You know what they did to me. You know they lied. Pain. Quantum leap. Gratitude. He's very grateful, you know, for everyone keeping his name alive. You know, for still caring about him. Light. Ashe. He's in the light. Simple. Tears. Listening. No one listened. It's reversed. He screamed, he yelled. Reclamation. Heart. Poor baby. Father. Earth. Boundaries. Boundaries. Reversed. A fantasy bond. Future. Reversed. He'd never see it. Withdrawal. Form. They took him from that house. Dichotomy. Shame. This is the words of truth. This is the words of truth. I'm going to pull 3 more. Healing, reverse. It's still so much healing that needs to be done. A delusion. That lady was delusional. She lied. Family, reverse. He was one of his family. Pleasure, reverse. He didn't care about that lady. Guidance, mass communication. This is everybody knowing about his story. Truth, reverse. I'm going to pull 1 more, y'all. The world. He just wants the world to know what happened to him and to keep telling his story. Responsibility, safety, reverse. He had none. This is the past that's happened in the past. Aggression. He wants y'all to know. Childhood. Come through. That's why my hand keep going. Intimacy. There was no true intimacy between him and that lady. And he did even suggest it. Cultural conditioning. Think about back then. You're black, so we're going to blame you. That was the condition of the people back then. Withholding information and truth. Disassociation. Mastery, they lied. Support is reversed. His family. Mind. Aspect. Individuation. Ease. Hermitage. He was alarmed. Energy is reversed. What's at the bottom of the card? Trust. Disappointment. Conflict. Addiction. Sobriety. Reverse. Okay, y'all. I am going to conclude this reading because, yeah, it is just a little bit too much. Look, scared. I'm sacred body. See, impeccability, receiving, inappropriate relationship. That was a lie that was told. Love, intention. He was a boy. He was pure. Not to say little boys don't get into misadventure trouble, but he was pure. That was not his intention. All right, y'all. I'm concluding this reading because I got some more readings I need to do for y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Will y'all be watching the movie? How do y'all feel about this situation? There was recently an uncovered warrant that was issued for Miss Carolyn Bryant. It was hidden. It was put away, I believe, by the DEA or something back then. And the reason for them not moving forward with the warrant is because that since then, they said that she had 2 children and they didn't want to bother her with that. Okay, guys, I love y'all so much. Once again, head over to my website at www.magicalflowerstarot.com. All things pertaining to my YouTube content and channel. Please email me at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. Once again, thank you for supporting my new channel. Thank you for supporting me always. And be safe and love on y'all sons. Ashe.